Hi class, welcome to Is458, IS Innovation and New Technologies. I'm Fahmi Jalani, your professor for this course. So let's begin. So let's talk about innovation. What is innovation? Okay. Like the meaning says, it dictates that process and outcome of creating something new, which is also of value. Okay. Today we are surrounded with innovation and new technology in this day and age of a new generation. Everybody are connected with their mobile devices, smartwatches, and we see that in our daily life. And most of these products add value to ourselves. For example, the mobile phone is for you to connect with friends and family, to do shoppings, to navigate yourself, uh, to to get healthy, right? Let's take a look at evolution. Here the illustration. Okay, we have the caveman, okay, chiseling the stone, which was thought initially was to make a wheel, but then it turned out to be bathtub. With Flintstone here, with the car, right, barefooted. Right? So, as narrated by Moore's law, technology advances every 18 months. A good example, like your, for example, iPhone, for example, mobile devices, could be Samsung, could be other brands. We notice that nearly every 2 years, new models keep coming out, and that is because the speed of the electronics are being advanced, double, and with that, most gadgets are being shrunk to smaller size and consume less power and make it more efficient and fast to run. Also here, for example, from the previous slide, okay, the bathtub, we have the hot tub right now, okay, we have the fireplace, okay, and cars are now electric, for example, Tesla. Right? So as we live in this day and age generation, we see technology and innovation move and grow, and it's something that we have to embrace, whether we like it or not. So, what are the drivers of technology? Right? Okay. Many factors. Things like financial pressure, like in a big company, for example, I like to use iPhone. Some of you might not like it. Many companies, like, they want to make profit. See, people like new things, new stuff, and new advancement, new features of the product. So from one camera to two camera, and now we have three cameras on a phone. Right? So also we take a look at increased competition. Okay, with a lot of players on the market, everybody try to outdo everybody. Today we also see it in China, for example. Their brand are being, I would say, duplicated, or at times copied among each other, and they try to improve their mobile device, example. Okay? In terms of demographic, okay, countries with high demand of technology, for example, in the States, other parts of Asia, Europe, and this contributes to supply and demand. Okay, the more demand it is, and with manufacturer or companies trying to monopolize the market, they will try to create new products and innovation. Okay, and also high demand of customer expectation. Okay, customer would like something better than the other brand, and for value for money, and also the changing economy. Okay, today with the internet, everything is connected, and everybody want to be online. Okay. Like I mentioned initially, Apple. Here we have a illustration of their first phone. Is 2007. Was just a simple phone, and as it progressed every year, we see the evolution of the phone. Okay, could be the features, could be the size of the phone, could be the weight of the phone, and like I mentioned initially, from one camera to two camera, and today we have iPhone 11 Max Pro with three cameras. Okay. So what happen if you don't innovate? Okay. Let's take a look at Blockbuster. Okay, Blockbuster has used to be one of the best video company where they ran DVDs. Initially was VCR. Probably some of you might know, and they have LD, which is a bigger compact disc. They were really making a lot of money with this, but they failed to embrace the new technology, and because of this, consumer are moving away from hard copy, and they're watching it online. Like today, we have Netflix. Okay? So that is something that we have to consider or think about it in our daily life, especially when you are working or you have your own companies, and it's very important. So why is it important? Right? So different types of innovation. Okay, the product, for example, right? Um, just now we've seen product iPhone. Okay? Changes to specification, technicality, features of the phone. Uh, so process, it's a long process, okay, where engineers and scientists do research on it. Or the services they give, especially to the customer. All these are basically tied into a business model, which at the end result is profit, and the values, not only the values of the company, is also adding value to the customer and trying to control market share, from larger market share. Okay, with innovation, okay, with growth, company could make profit, right, and increase productivity, and also share the wealth in terms of economy. Okay, staff could be promoted, could be more higher, right, things like that. And with that, it also helps the society at large. So is it better? Better for less. Innovation provides better goods and services at a cheaper price. Okay, so that's the truth. Okay, most product today are more affordable as compared probably 20 or 30 years ago, where a normal laptop could cost, with a lower spec today, could cost maybe 2 or 3 times more as compared to the product today. Yeah? With a higher spec, high speed, faster, and could be lighter too. Right? And with this, it encourages productivity. People are more interested to learn, okay, to innovate and to challenge themselves. So if you, on the other side, okay, we have companies like, for example, F&B. Okay, here we have the normal F&B, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King. Food company, um, they do embrace technology, but on a slower pace because they are not selling technology. They're selling consumable, and because of this, their old strategy leads to a small margin. Everything is being squeezed, and in order for them to be profitable, they need to create more brands, for example. Right. Probably later on we will talk about innovation in food industry, where some countries, let's say in Singapore, they have food delivery company where, for example, Food Panda or Grab Food, they will allow companies, especially the F&B, to deliver food on a third party. So their companies are listed in the app, and independent riders or delivery riders will accept the order and send the order within an area. It could be via walking, via bicycle, or via motorbike. Right? So if you don't follow technology, soon you will be closed, going out of business. Okay, it's a survival big game, and we as management and the top later on, um, you need to make strategic decision, which needs to be profitable for the company. Just recap. We remembered one time where the chief software engineer for Apple decided to make their own map, but because of the map wasn't, instead of using Google Map, so because the map wasn't updated immediately, a lot of customers were complaining uh, about the functionality of the map, and because of that, he had to leave the company. See? So as management, okay, strategic decision is very important in order for the survival of the company. So, what about IT? Here we see a few companies that embrace technology which are quite vast. We have FedEx, Cisco, right? Companies like this, for example, you can track your parcel from the day it leaves from the sender to the receiver. Okay. Cisco is one of the most innovative company, and we have vast example. Probably you can share. We also see it in higher education, okay, where social media is being used to promote uh, colleges, university, right? And we also have digital badges, uh, wearable, gadgets, such as Google Glasses. Glasses didn't picked up from there, probably to some constraint. But there are certain technology innovation which is too advanced for the moment. Okay, we will take a look at this later on. I'll give you an example as like Tesla, yeah, the electric car. It was invented prior to, I would say, together with the gas engine. But because gas engine took over and also there's political influence to it, gas technology became a demand, and electrical energy invented by Tesla itself became diminished. But today, with awareness of the environment, okay, the technology is being used again by Elon Musk in Tesla. Okay? And today we have 3D printing. It could be plastic, and now we have metal. This to create efficiency, for example, and productivity. You save time to have a sample product, so you can test it prior mass producing it. As we speak, we have digital courseware right now, online learning with, especially with the pandemic. Also, we have VR, or virtual reality, which is a new thing where companies today are trying to simulate environment. You can see this most of it in medical, especially in healthcare. Later we go, right? Where doctors are trained to do operation using VR. Also, not forgetting games. You have a lot of games today with VR. Also, not forgetting, we do have AR, which is augmented reality. Augmented reality is similar to VR, but give you an example, as for example, a person wants to buy a furniture, and they are able to uh, simulate the furniture in their living room to see whether it suits the living room. Some even companies are having color of the paint. You can change the color of your wall before buying the paint, or even painting it, see, to see whether you like the paint or not. So those are innovation that we see around. Yeah, yeah, like I mentioned, healthcare, okay, wearable technology, right? A surgeon could be doing an operation from New York. He be stationed in New York, but the patient could be in LA, and could be live doing the operation or surgery. Okay. And 3D printing, we have artificial heart, for example, right now. Uh, like biomedical engineers are inventing a lot of product to help the health of the people. Right? Also, in hospitality, um, here we see concierge services, where some hotels or some accommodation are using automation, where we have robots to do self check-in, or even delivery of food, uh, to have less contact with the customer, especially for in this pandemic. So you see at certain airports, we see there are some kiosks where you are able to check in your passport and your luggage automatically. So, so having said that, in a nutshell, we covered a brief of uh, IS. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.